everyone. And thank you so much for joining us tonight. I am one of your hosts for this evening. My name is Tsang, and I'm with CTV. Daryl Jans is usually the man who stands up here and does the important job of emceeing, but he is finishing up with the evening news, and he will be with us later on in the program as we recognize some of Calgary's wonderful volunteers. On behalf of Volunteer Calgary and its presenting sponsor, Suncor Energy, and all of the award partners, which include CTV, Chevron Canada Resources, ConocoPhillips, Devon Canada, Enbridge, and EMCEE, I'd like to welcome all of you to the 2010 Volunteer Calgary Leadership Awards. This is my 5th year attending this event, and it's always nice to come back and see the familiar faces, because honestly, some of you I only see once a year, and it's at this very event. And I always leave this room feeling inspired by the stories that are shared. I expect this year will be no different, and I invite you all to get comfortable and prepare to be amazed. Now, in this day and age, social media is the it thing to do, and Volunteer Calgary, they're up with the times. And they're on Twitter, and they're inviting all of you to tweet. If you have a Twitter account and you have your BlackBerry, I mean, I should encourage all of you to be on your BlackBerrys this evening, but if you have a Twitter account, please, we invite you to do live updates throughout the evening so more people can take part in the Leadership Awards and know about the special volunteers that we are going to be recognizing, and also to raise awareness about the importance of volunteering. Twitter is really fun. I mean, I'm getting really good at it because I have my BlackBerry and I tweet all the time when I'm driving, so. You can post tweets using the hashtag, now that's lingo for, I guess, topic. The hashtag is #VCLA, which stands for Volunteer Calgary Leadership Awards 2010. So hashtag #VCLA 2010 when you're tweeting. Or you can also share your comments and photos on Volunteer Calgary's Facebook page when you get home tonight, or if you're taking photos with your fancy phones. You're laughing at me here. Okay, tonight is a true celebration of the important contributions of volunteers, and it provides us with an opportunity to celebrate just a few of the amazing and significant contributions that volunteers have made to strengthen our city. It is no wonder that their efforts impact each one of us every day, from serving on boards or reading to children to cleaning up our parks and helping those who are in need. Through the generous gift of their time, volunteers aspire to make life better for others, and in doing so, they inspire the rest of us. At this time, I would like to acknowledge the corporate partners, and in particular, the presenting sponsor for this evening, Suncor Energy, a leader in our community without whom none of this would be possible. So round of applause, please, for Suncor. I would also like to remind everyone that each of the award sponsors are also leaders in our community in their commitment to volunteerism. Each one of them strengthens our community through a variety of internal and external volunteer programs, but they also forego the ability to be nominated or recognized in any of the award categories due to their status as an award sponsor. So, I mean, EMCEE, Enbridge, and all these great companies, I'm sure they do a lot of work in the community, and they're never recognized for that volunteerism that they do pitch in. So let's give a round of applause to all those corporations that do. Now I'd like you to draw your attention to the screens as we roll a brief video that showcases our dedicated award sponsors and highlights the importance of volunteerism to our community.
Volunteerism requires support, investment, and knowledge. Volunteer Calgary does this by providing leadership to our community on issues related to volunteerism, by connecting people to opportunities to volunteer through our online searchable database, by strengthening the ability of individuals and groups to effectively engage volunteers through learning and training opportunities, and promoting the value of volunteerism and encouraging people to get involved in making a difference.
The Leadership Awards is a great way to honor volunteers for their tremendous commitment towards improving the quality of life for everyone in Calgary. This annual event promotes the value of volunteering by recognizing the people and companies that support our community by getting involved on their own or through the workplace. Volunteers lend their hands, their minds, and their hearts to make their community a stronger, healthier place to live. This has a direct impact on the well-being of our community because without the help of dedicated volunteers, many organizations would not be able to offer essential services.
The Leadership Awards are a wonderful way of showcasing what some individuals and families do in their spare time as far as volunteerism goes. It's also incredibly inspirational.
By really signifying the accomplishments of these people, it just creates for a more vibrant and more capable community.
Volunteer Calgary's expertise allows us to have employee volunteer programs that are strategic and maximize our volunteer resources. Our employee volunteer program definitely provides team building across our organization. And for those employees who get to experience Chevron's community investment and philanthropic efforts firsthand, there is a unique and very personal sense of pride in the organization that is developed.
A healthy, growing community needs volunteers. At Enbridge, we recognize the importance of volunteerism and the role that volunteers play in helping make Calgary a vibrant and dynamic city. Volunteerism builds the social fabric of our community, increasing the capacity of our city to do more and be more for more people. Volunteerism is one of the key ingredients that makes Calgary a world-class city.
Volunteer managers play an important role in nonprofit organizations. They find unique ways to support their organizations and create interesting and innovative programs to engage and recognize volunteers. Volunteer managers are a critical connection that support the efficient operation of any organization, large or small.
Volunteers are the unsung heroes who deserve recognition and for their stories to be told.
The impact of volunteerism on the well-being of a community is great. It allows non-profit organisations to have access to a larger group of talented and skilled people that can make a real difference in the work an organisation is able to achieve, which better serves the community. Last year, ConocoPhillips employees volunteered over 13,000 hours. This helps ConocoPhillips Canada realise our goal of enriching lives and strengthening our communities.
I'm lucky because my job allows me to meet many volunteers and also get to know the organizations that exist in our city solely for the purpose of helping those in need. If not for the volunteers and the spirit of volunteerism, many of these organizations wouldn't be able to operate as successfully as they do. Without volunteers, who knows how many people would be left shelterless or hungry or without proper education.
I'm so proud to work with so many dedicated people who volunteer in their communities. At EMCEE, we try to support and encourage their efforts. One way is through our employee volunteer program, which provides cash grants to organizations where our employees and their families volunteer. I'm often pleasantly surprised when talking to an organization in Calgary to hear a story about a group of EMCEE employees that has recently been out helping them.
Like many other companies, Suncor has an employee grants program which supports the causes that employees care about. Our program supports and recognizes employee volunteering and fundraising activities in their communities.
There are thousands of organizations in our community that depend on volunteers to provide their programs and services, and some are made up entirely of volunteers. Everyone cares about our community. Volunteers don't care more, they just do something about it.